question.
EG did have a good shot in the game where they got beaten by it. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't know if Vici would go on sort of that sort of cheesy idea.
Like a lot of the other carries you don't feel great about, right? You don't feel great about Juggernaut now because of Jug. Probably not that good about Chaos Knight. Like Lifestealer, no. There's a lot of lineups that you're going to feel kind of bad about the timing, that like Jug Magnus just is going to farm faster than you almost no matter what. So you either have to choose like a harder later game carry, or you have to choose like a very fast lineup, right? And like, you know, pick up those like Death Prophet push lineups, or, you know, those mid leaners that just run around, hunt people. Bristleback unfortunately is banned. That would have been great.
We're not going to see it.
We are not, because nowadays, if you pick one of them, you just ban it.
So
exactly.
We're not seeing it now.
Now we can shut the hell up.
Yeah. The dream is dead.
The dream is dead. I feel like this is going to be a Eurus Night Stalker now. Now that you have the Coddle on your team, I think they've mostly played it in the carry role when they do that.
Yeah.
Man, both teams taking a while on this.
So I like Legion Commander as if you want a 3 that's still left. Yeah, because I really want a BKB piercing disable, like really badly.
Yeah.
There's like Enigma, but that feels kind of weird. You already have Rubik and Coddle.
And it's a stressful one. Game number 3.
It's tough. I think.
Yeah. It's tough.
I think out of the two, you know, EG in their minds, they're going to be in the better place. You know, they just won the last game.
They're probably hyped
I think for most of that game, they were you know, they would not have been in a good place, but they were resilient. They got the win. Whereas Vici Gaming, I think, you know, they're going to be tested.
That one
that last
hurts.
loss.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You've got the ease of execution, the ease of strategy, right?
Yeah.
Where you have something that's very reliable and proven in Mag plus farming carry, and Jug's probably the best one right now.
Yeah.
So it's like they have the comfort of being able to say, hey, we've got this really good weapon. We know it's good. And we're presenting it to Vici Gaming saying, you have to beat it. I thought Vici Gaming was going to go for Earthshaker Morph because it's the same thing, right? It's then, well, this is this proven strategy that owns.
Good luck.
Like, you have to beat us now. But maybe they felt like the timing of Jug Magnus, like they hit this really, really strong, like 30-minute window. And that's just like, I feel like the Jug is going to peak right before the Morphling really feels comfortable fighting, you know, right before he gets Ags plus BKB. And they could just get run through at that point. Omni Knight.
Yeah. So looking to cement what you said about that Night Stalker is pretty. It's going to be the carry Night Stalker.
Yeah.
You're saving Ori's pick to last.
You ban the gyro, right? If you're EG, don't let him sit behind that hero. Maybe.
Yeah.
But there's a hero we have at Medusa. Is that hero just dead? What happened to that hero?
Dude, I'm pretty Medusa at like immortal level has like the lowest win rate in the game.
That's what I mean.
It's
what
like
did happen to her?
37% win rate or something.
She's just bad stat gain or what? Like, what's going on
I think
with
she's
her?
just bad. Everything.
Okay.
She just apparently does not win games, and pro players don't want to play her.
It feels like you're
Coddle Deuce is sick.
Yeah. You're definitely getting a hero that just can carry a game, and Gyro Medusa are like the two from the mid lane that I think.
Omni Knight's cool and all. Like, it's really good versus mag lineups because you have this, you know, physical immunity. And I think it's quite good versus... I mean, it's okay versus the Grimshock Lich. But for me, like, when you pick this Omni, I don't think there's a whole lot of mids that are going to give you that threat on the Juggernaut. So now I think it's more about, like, a timing game.
Yeah, that's why they banned the TA.
So, yeah, I think, like, anything that's going to hit, like, a really strong 20-minute window, I'd still be okay, honestly, with the... What are, like, some strong pushing mids? All I can keep on thinking of is Death Prophet.
They do play Pugna, Vici Gaming.
Pugna?
But
okay.
I don't know if that really does too much this game, but they do play it. They picked it up once here, and I'm pretty sure they did win that game.
Oh, Razor.
You were talking about this hero, Cap. It's undefeated, right?
It's undefeated.
How many
5 games, I think?
I mean, That's pretty crazy, right? 5-0 as a Razor of people, you know, haven't been playing it as much, comes into the major, and all of a sudden, it's your owns. And it is a very tempo. It doesn't hit buildings per se the best, but it pushes the tempo.
Yeah, it invades your jungle. It's good versus these single core lineups because the static link is so strong. Because he has the Omni Knight behind him, he doesn't have to be afraid of being blown up by the Omni Slash. Now, Evil Geniuses, I think they just need something that beats or draws even with the Razor. And
the classic, the Quap versus Razor. When Razor was big about 6 months ago, that was the hero that was getting picked.
And you got now some like nice pure damage. Like you absolutely needed something that does well in the laning phase, because as long as you don't get run over by Vici Gaming in the lanes, you've got a really good shot of getting to your RTZ timing.
Oh. Man, this is game number 3. Winner of this, as we talked about, top 3 already at the major. You've got a Mag Jug, first phase picked. You know the win condition. On the other side, a little bit different. It is the Night Stalker as well as a Razor. How are you guys feeling? Cap, you usually like fast-paced.
I don't like the fact that they have Quap. Like initially I thought like the Quap was really good, but it's played into a safe lane Night Stalker.
Yeah.
That feels kind of scary, right?
That's a big note from me. Yeah, I think this Night Stalker is going to cause a lot of issues for Abed in the mid game.
That being said, you know, Evil Geniuses, again, they have the ease of execution. They've got such great team fight, right? They've got Soul Bind, they've got RP, and at the end of the day, they've got the looming threat of we have RTZ plus Empower. He's farming up jungle. He's getting bigger and bigger. You have to come beat us now.
Yeah. I've got to be honest. Even though Vici Gaming did lose that last game, I like the draft there, and I do like their draft here again.
Okay.
I think you're having just the Omni and the Keeper of the Light against sort of this Magnus Jug combo, you know, being able to rely on the GA and also just being able to drop down a Will-O-Wisp, forcing Jug to sort of spin rather than be able to actually follow up on a good RP to get damage down. I think across the board, Vici Gaming is going to be feeling happy, and that there's a reason why they first picked that Night Stalker. They put it in the carry position. I think reasons like this, a 5th pick Quap, I don't think Eurus cares about that at all. I think you could see a game where if Abed does not have a really good start in that mid lane and gets ahead, if it's another one of those games where Abed's sitting around the mid game farm, he's just not going to have the itemization to deal with a carry Night Stalker just collapsing on top of him in the mid game fights.
Sounds about right to me. This is it. Game number 3. It's EG. It's Vici Gaming. Who's going to take it? Let's go and find out.
Thank you so much, Grant Trent. We're here. It's all coming down to this one final game.
Wow.
Clap,
Another
clap, clap.
day where we find this last game 3. And, yeah, they're right into it, guys. And Yang, he's in some trouble.
Oh, my
Being
God.
spun upon has the Heavenly Grace, but it's so... Oh, is it? Oh, it's enough.
He's away. Easy peasy.
Not even close. No. To start things off here, there was an Observer Ward, ran out from the Razor in the mid, and then Abed also had his own here. So we've got the Observer on Observer battle. I don't think either was really spotted here by the other. And they go back to battling.
You can see just there, forcing out the walkaway from the Juggernaut. I have to say that I can hear those Omni Knight beats very, very loud in my ear as he just beats away to his face. And we're going to get the 2-for-2 bounty runes apiece.
Oh, that is too good.
So our draft ends, and we have the Mag Jug versus the Razor and Friends lineup of playing nice and aggressive. Just kind of like running into your jungle, trying to take over these stacks with the Razor being backed up by the Omni Knight, and then, of course, the hyper-aggressive Night Stalker carry. And the big difference between these Night Stalker players is how active are you willing to get early on in the game. Again, Yang spun on here. It's quite a bit of harass. I mean, even when you're knocking the kill, considering you have level 1 in the spin, you feel all right about this. Burning through that regen that they've brought, but they have quite a bit still left here.
Definitely. And you can see there, down bottom, just keeping the pressure on, forcing out that spin when they can. Fairy Fire still being held there to the side as Fly wants to see what he can do against PYW.
The classic Fly is he feeds right here. I feel like he's done that in the first and second game where he like tries to min-max his like first level, and then he feeds first blood, but Yang's not rotating over, so he should be okay.
Holding the Fade Bolt. Going to go there and throw it out. So it's easy just trying to force it back. I guess what's going to be the main thing that you're watching for? The panel already talked a little bit about like the stacks up with the Empower. the mid matchup, you're kind of expecting things to be fairly even there. Just blink away from any static link.
Yeah, it should be, Queen, obviously, trying to take advantage of the matchup. The whole idea of picking this hero versus the Razors that you blink out of the link, and then you're just trying to rotate around and create good opportunities for your team, whereas Razor's a little bit more static and doesn't make as many rotations to the side lanes. I think this will be a really fun game to watch when it comes down to the team fights, because there's a lot of counterplay coming in. So I'm looking for this Night Stalker's going to be trying to dive the back line. He doesn't want to get soulbound though. Even if he gets this BKB and stuff, it's going to be a real nuisance for him to play against. So then I'm looking towards my Omni Knight to be backing up with a Heavenly Grace for both the dispels as well as the status resistance from all of these stuns.
Right.
Try to keep him moving forward in the fights, maybe silence up this Juggernaut, silence up this Queen of Pain. And it feels like it's like a battle of trying to stop Paparazzi from reaching the targets he wants during the engagements.
That's going to be the main thing that they look to do, is finding that back line there with the Night Stalker, which you've seen him be really effective at. And maybe that even ends up leading towards a quick blink dagger for Eurus, which we've seen in the past. Obviously, if you don't get those kills, that's where things feel a little bit worse as the stun comes out. Inkswell, and then the pullback. Ramses trying to go toe-to-toe with the NS. The blinding light pushback, almost enough with the shockwave. Is it going to be
they're
enough
rolling
damage?
the dice.
He's almost there, and he hits some crit. Absolute beauty.
Well, nicely done here. Just kept on going. He persevered through the mischance of the Keeper of the Light. Powered through for that first blood, and now Fly is going to be allowed to feed down bottom and not give away first blood. So we'll see if he takes that opportunity.
Just walks head first in, give away his life. One thing that I want to watch for in these early goings in this game is how do Vici respond? They haven't really been tested, it feels like, at all this season in a way, since they've had their full 5-man roster. So how do they deal with adversity? Are they going to be able to come back? And already EG winning all 3 lanes. Not by a huge margin, but just a little bit.
Yeah, and have enough a gap here to bring crit mid as well.
Well, thinking about it, stun not going to connect.
It wasn't quite right there, that vision, just helping give him the early knowledge there. Now he's going to smoke up and do it again. He's like, all right, he had a ward. Even though the ward was actually on the other side. So it was just tower vision helping him, actually.
Oh.
But he's going to do it again. Oh, he's going to play the sneaky ward. All right, I like that.
Still head top. It's instead PYW who comes towards mid. Maybe anticipating that movement from Crit, who is going to head back there yet again as Ramses farms underneath the tower. Waiting for his moment. Smoke's going to wear off soon.
Smoke versus Invis Rune.
Which is stronger?
Yeah, but Ramses is just pulling creep waves behind the tower. He wants lots of XP nice and early and doesn't need help with his support, so that's why Crit is just roaming. Jug is kind of locked next to the Lich, and the Lich obviously not going to need any rotations anytime soon. Now, Crit is trying to secure bounties here and hopefully a kill.
Oh, it's DY in some trouble. Wanted to get that blinding light pushback. Was just brought off cooldown with the chakra, though, couldn't get it off.
And that's going to be potentially 3 bounties here, as PYW doesn't have the time to move in there and try and lift up Fly.
Great start so far for EG. The one thing that's a little bit detrimental maybe is that there have not been many stacks, as Yang is going to take a spin there, and now the pullback. Fly in some trouble, and well, you talked about it, eating away his life.
Yeah, and that's where, as you said, the lack of stacks actually comes down to the fact that Crit was trying to make aggressive rotations instead of just spending his time stacking.
Right.
You'll see some support players are more defensive-minded, and they would have just been in that jungle doing double stacks. Neither opportunity's wrong, choice is incorrect, but the fact that Crit really doing anything done with his means that it probably would have been more beneficial, unless this ward that he placed ends up paying off for a kill.
You can see already Ori heading back to the jungle. So a lot of ideas of what he's up to. Maybe make the lane up a little bit easier for him as well, as Crit head back top. Bottom lane, you can see they're going a bit aggressive again on Yang, but Purifies, walks away, and they will be fine. As nighttime has come around, does make the lane that much more difficult for Ramses. God just sucks, just sitting around. You can't even farm your creeps. Just wants to be a Magnus hitting things.
They can double void you, right?
Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay. They come in, they find the kill. Inkswell on top of Abed. And that's without Sonic Wave, too. So That's that ward.
Yeah, exactly. That's that extra vision that he did place down. Sure, he didn't have stacks, but getting this kill to help push his Queen of Pain past the Razor, man, that ended up being very close for Arteezy. And they will have the Shrine to work with down bottom. So just a little bit of time out of the lane here for Yang. And he'll be right back at it.
See if Eurus can get something done here. Does have that Void available. Pop the stick. Forces him back yet again.
They almost had the double Chakra ready. Could have had like the double Void.
Oh, yeah. Looks like over in the triangle, they're getting a little bit of stacks going on, as the farm will eventually commence there. Also, the Arcane Boots picked up for Crit. Haven't been involved in that kill. Gets him a little bit of extra gold there.
Yeah, another very early start here in terms of the net worth for him. Like last game, I think he had like Arcanes and Bassi at this point, but once again, he is leading the supports. And well, at the bottom of the course, it is Ori.
Dude,
really showing this matchup disadvantage, plus the fact they went for that kill is hurting.
He's almost below Crit there. Jeez. And still underneath a ward right now, as Crit did manage to place another one off to the side there. They make the rotation and send the Juggernaut to the top lane. Eurus needing to play it a little bit more safe now, as he does have level 6, so could go for the ulti pop, but no points in silence makes that Juggernaut kill a little bit tough.
Yeah, they're feeling very strong right now, like pressuring into a Night Stalker at nighttime. They want to use the Sonic Wave. Once that's gone, they probably won't feel quite as capable of being aggressive, but they're all under this ward right here from the Dire, so this is a very hard kill to get.
No sentries, so they won't be able to get anything. PYW also gets the D ward on that other camp that was in the jungle, as they're still baiting Eurus here.
And the supports happily take a 1v1 mid.
Omnislash is available. They know that this is coming, still feeling confident that they don't need to be that concerned. Juggernaut drops down fairly low.
He takes the ultimate point. He's into it now.
They're thinking about it. The heal comes through.
Dude, he's a Veil done? Is this a Pugna? He is double null Veil, no boots. Abed Pugna in the house. I love this. No wonder he's playing so aggressive.
Wanting to make things happen.
Man, yeah, as you point out, getting rid of that vision is super important for Ori, or he could just be mincemeat right now.
So, back to farm a bit more, trying to steal away even those little last hits.
And the stacks in the triangle, how many are they going to get in the Radiant? They missed one. They got the Ancient and they got the top camp, but the Wild Wing Rippers were a little bit too stacked up there. Only a triple there, unfortunately. So here it begins. Level 3 in the spin. Time to go.
Doesn't have that shrine available to him, unfortunately.
Yeah, no Empower either, as Ramsey's in the bottom lane at the moment, so. Stacks are great and all, but this isn't exactly how the combo usually works.
No. Crit gets the stun as the ulti is popped. And Eurus going to dive into this, but Jug in the area, he doesn't feel confident. So first ulti you kind of wasted. Again, not the worst thing in the world for the position 1, since you sometimes see them just sit back and farm anyways.
Yeah, but it does mean that there's going to be like a 2-minute window of daytime that they know he can't play aggressive. So still pretty obnoxious to miss out on that one. Can he at least secure the bounty rune? Abed's coming, and yeah, now he can't. He's running in ulti. I mean, it's falling off, so.
Oh my god. EY just getting bullied. He manages to get the little healing ward there taken out first. So that's a nice little part of it. Ramses needs to get out of dodge. Yang just keeps the pressure on. A very slow-paced game so far. Only 5 kills here in the 10-minute mark.
The real winner in the past like 3 minutes has been PYW. He's just been farming up the mid lane for a while. Then he got the bounty runes in the bottom. Now he's going back to farm mid because Ori's just been jungling the entire time.
Yeah. And both of these cores kind of playing together.
DY.
All right, well, Omnislash comes down. They're going to be able to find that kill. It didn't go one time to the Night Stalker. Dude, it feels real bad. They rotated Yang, trying to take down Arteezy. The Soul Bind and Runaway. It's not going to happen. The double Chain Frost, only one of them is sticking on the cores, but that looks like it's enough. As Vici Gaming losing their heroes. Sonic Wave the wave mostly. But nonetheless, this Night Stalker, as you said, no ulti, in a lot of trouble. He's going to be hurting here. As Crit tries to run away, do they want to stick around and finish him off? It looks like the answer is no. TP away, not going to happen.
Yeah, Queen not having that much damage left in the tank at that point. The Veil was just wearing off on him as well, so still a Night Stalker. Even if he doesn't have his ultimate, still relatively beefy at this point in the game. 11 armor when he Oh, actually, just 11 hour all time now. Jeez. Then under the tower, 2 to boot.
And I mean, in spite of dying right there, Arteezy's still top farm in the game right now with that in power.
Yeah, he actually gained 73 gold as well with the kill, so he didn't lose too much, even if it was just a support. God, that was so unfortunate. I can't believe that for DY. I would be so salty right there. Like, come on.
I just laughs it off. Dude, that's what happens to you. This is what you get
For picking Coddle. That's
exactly.
fair. Yeah, I agree.
Like, who picks Coddle? Tryhards. Dude, Jug is now going to farm out these camps. And it does not feel like, so far, Vici has really gotten to do anything that they've wanted to. It's definitely not felt like the super clean Vici that we've seen previously.
Dude, Ori has had the most boring game of Dota 2 I've ever seen in my life. He has actually just walked between these 3. Every time I look at him, this is like the poor man's triangle. This triangle sucks. That's all he's doing. Just hitting that over and over.
Upgrade to Isosceles, my dude. Crit, gonna die. Take away. Stroke of Fate. Not super high leveled at this point in time in the game. It's level 3, actually. Taking out the as well.
He's ulting and diving bottom, though, and they're pressuring his mid tower. So, I mean, you could say at least he's getting some sort of a trade, but clearly this is advantageous for EG if they can manage to finish off this tower with the DD. They're not quite there, though.
No, not going to get it. So Night Stalker keeps that pressure on the
All
bottom
right.
tower.
Do we deny, though, guys? Do we accept its fate? They say nay. Never for a mid tower. They want to find that counter fight there because they'll have the Will-O-Wisp. So they're going to try and bait them back in. And now Ori goes to the right place in the map as, yeah, you see EG doing it on the Radiant Triangle, Ori doing it on the Dire. 4 points in the Unstable Current. He is looking to catch up and surpass this Queen of Pain. He just might do it because Abed only 1-1-0. Or, sorry, no, 3-0-1, actually. So, not that bad, I guess, considering how active he's been.
Yeah, it's been really good for him so far. Arteezy keeps on trying to farm out these Ancients, but the Prowler's giving him a little bit of a tough time. Drops down that healing ward, heals back up, stays top of the net worth. Still ahead of that Night Stalker. And again, I'm just really concerned about this Vici lineup. It feels like they should be the ones trying to get aggro right now.
Oh, you're Willowing after the spin.
It's not really happening. The Willow goes down. It connects onto 2. Needs to run. Tons of damage out now. On Arteezy, but he manages to get the Omni Slash off. Not hitting on that many heroes. Can they kill off UAW? Not going to happen. But the Chain Frost, my God, they destroy him. Fly gets the double kill. Yang trying to run away, but they managed to find that stun with the Inkswell. Chase forward for a bit more. And they will get that kill. Triple kill Fly. Something I never thought I'd say. But they get it.
He doesn't have a lot of those on his profile, I don't think, with the heroes he gets to play, you know. The Dazzle triple kill doesn't happen too often. Maybe his Phoenix plays the best chance he has at it. But the Lich, another decent one with the big ultis, especially when you have a Grimstroke to help out there. So I liked the play, I think, from Vici. Just like going in like that, because Jug was pretty vulnerable at that point. They have to try and get some kill. Like the whole reason you didn't deny this tier 1 tower is you wanted to force a fight, get some good sort of a good play at the Will-O-Wisp, and they did get that Juggernaut, but great plays from EG to make them pay deeply for it.
We take a quick look at this replay from that last fight, as the bounty runes are going to come back up in a second there. We'll keep our eyes on the side. Looks like it's going to be an
Yeah, they're all just running away anyway, so no engagements.
The Will-O-Wisp comes out here, and as you talked about, it's just the strength that's so hard to fight into.
Yeah, like the spin ends, so he's forced to Omni Slash. This time he got a little unlucky, like all the way to the back line. Doesn't get a kill, but they weren't able to get enough distance created there, so they chased down for the rest of EG to punish the death of Arteezy. Nearly getting a final kill there on the Paparazzi too with the skewer slowdown, but just a bit too fast at this point in the game.
I guess I was underestimating the amount that Arcane Supremacy worked with the Stroke of Fate, because it felt like that was a huge part of the damage that came out from UIW as that one is about to wear off. But he's had an okay game so far, 1-1-4. Already has just about enough of the Aether Lens.
Too good.
Yeah, he's been given a lot of space, so some pressure on him to make plays.
Definitely. Grimstroke already has the Aether Lens done, and it's a 2,000 gold lead right now for EG with what to me at least feels like the better late game team. Do you think that Vici are kind of feeling the pressure right now?
Yeah, 100%. They need that, whatever that big item is going to be on the Night Stalker after. The Aegis is, of course, a big item in itself, but either the Blink or the BKB is when you really get to flex on them. So combine that with the Heavenly Grace, and they've kind of hit that now. Are they building a pipe, though? Does Omni have one? Yeah, he's going pipe next. I think that's going to be sick. Like, that pipe in combination with the Razor's next item, be it Yasha or BKB, should be very
You guys came to the wrong neighborhood. Holy hell. Eurus is just going to beat them down. They take down the Chug. They're going to take down the Mag also.
All right.
Guess what? It's still broken.
When no one picks Coddle, this is when I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Because then something like that happens. And I'm just like, who else can do that? Like, it's like a ranged Ravage.
That was disgusting. All right, they're online. That's what they needed.
Good God. Wow. I mean, the point-and-click adventure with Keeper of the Light.
That was 3 Voids used in the space of that fight.
Yeah, it is a pretty sick combo. Like, the Aghanims is something that, like, the reason you rush it is that not only is it a farming item, but this is a heavy nuke when everyone has low HP on a really low cooldown on a giant AoE. Like, this thing's terrifying right now. You all get slowed. You're all just stuck inside this Will-O-Wisp. You can't get out. Fabulously play that from Vici, and suddenly they have the gold lead.
A very quick turnaround there, taking down Buildin in the mid lane. And if they manage to get that combo, you're going to win the fight as Vici. It's still nighttime for another 3 minutes, not to mention that they've still got ulti available for Eurus. And guess what? They stolen power. Now they can give it over to the Night Stalker. Maybe a chance for a chase, though. Crit looking for it. Does manage to get off the silence first, though. And now he's in trouble. In some more trouble is going to be the Lich. They lose both of their supports. As Ramsey just needs to run and hide, because this is not a fight they can take.
Paparazzi's not done.
They're looking. Ramsey's. He's in a lot of trouble. He's just getting beat on. Does have the RP available if they want to use it, but the Razor's here too. They get the Eul Scepter lift up now onto Abed. He's also going to die, one after another. And make it happen.
This looks more like the Vici Gaming that we've been seeing.
Oh yeah.
The knowing exactly when to push their advantage, and they've done it now twice in a row. Take another fight, don't even have to use the Will-O-Wisp. Now they can move into tower pressure, holding Will-O-Wisp in the back line. And we talked a lot about how the Night Stalker driving to the back line and how important that is for the side of Vici Gaming. No one can really do the same for EG quite yet. The Queen's not in a state until she has the BKB where she can dive that Coddle.
All right, looking for a chase there, but Will-O-Wisp is down. Jug does manage to kill it off in time.
All right, respect them though. This is where you bail.
Yeah, but the Night Stalker has his blink too, so even that ulti coming out from Grimstroke, Soulbind is not going to be as effective next time. It feels like EG need to be the ones that start the fight, but they're not going to be able to do that when Night Stalker has the vision advantage.
They're also not really looking to start fight. Like, they don't really have a starting a fight lineup. They're we need to just farm.
It's true.
Like, I need my Jug to just like press his buttons on things with Empower until he's really, really farmed.
He's even going for a BKB next as well. So they've got the Veil going into the BKB for the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, there's just, like, BKBs aren't that valuable for the Dire. I mean, they're obviously very good, and you kind of need them on this Razor and the Night Stalker, but there was no real pressure to rush them, just because a lot of the earlier advantages that they have are going to be BKB piercing for the side of VG, but VG just have tons of magic damage that's going to be flying around these team fights from the Razor, the Night Stalker, the Coddle, the Rubik. It is nasty.
The big problem is you see that graph just dip down in terms of experience, is that it doesn't feel like Vici want to take their foot off the gas. It's time to run at them. As daytime happens, Rubik still has Blink stolen.
They're going to try the silence up top here. They get the lift.
Got him.
He's
caught. Dead again.
Dude, he's
Juggernauts.
trying to push the advantage there with the spin TP, but that's, you got to watch that silence from the Night Stalker.
So it was the Blink reveal of the Night Stalker, I think, and then also the Rubik had Blink stolen from the Quap.
Ah, that's how it happened. That makes way more sense.
Well, there's another Blink, though. And, I mean, the rest of his team isn't even there with him, but it doesn't look like it matters. Spear pulling him in. Maybe a chance. Silence. Have you gone too far? It's daytime. This is no longer your house, Eurus. The chase comes, the Grimstroke ulti, the Chain Frost. The pain is coming with the RP. Look at him get destroyed. But no, now the GA is there, and Yang is living through it. With the RP stolen, now turning Yang, trying to beat him down. They don't have nearly enough damage, though. And now Yang looks like he's just going to get run down. They decide to take down the pesky PYW.
That's the most classic Rubik play ever. Guys, I got the RP. We don't have any damage. I got him.
Buyback Grimstroke. Want to see if they can punish the overextension by Vici Gaming. Omni Slash on top of the Eul Scepter. Not that great, but Ori's still going to get ran down as they eventually find that kill. Yang, can they kill him off as well? There's No buybacks, as you've already seen one come from the Grimstroke to combine these continual slows, but the blinding light pushback, and now finally, with the Will of the Wisp, it looks like it's going to be end of the chase.
Yeah, I'll be happy that we forced that out. I'll take that win. So, when you buy Blink before BKB, you can't be a total madman. And he went a little too madman there. Didn't respect something so simple as Sinister Gaze, and that ended up being his undoing there on the Night Stalker. Very costly death to give away right now. You're such a momentum-based team. You're trying to run this game down, and now they're scared. They're scanning the Roche pit, fearing that they could have just healing warded their way in there and perhaps gone for something.
Yeah, it would have been a nice timing as the Night Stalker ulti just now coming off of cooldown, but EG feeling like they've lost one too many games at the Roche pit. I've seen it before. Not careful to see it again. BKB almost done for the Jug. The Queen of Pain getting hers completed, another 700 gold.
Yeah, you also have that Force Staff and then into the Vlads now for Ramsey. So a saving item for that AoE silence from the Night Stalker. He's going to try and make sure that Arteezy can get out of there. Maybe if his BKB's already used or something.
Dude, what a scrappy back and forth game we've got going already. 18 kills, 22 minutes. Still making things happen all across the map.
Yeah, part of that coming down to just like the mobility between like skewers and Force Staffs and blinks of the Queen of Pain.
Right.
If one team gets that burst pick off, then they just want to hunt and chase down further after that.
I gotta say, I've been really impressed with Crit's Grimstroke. Like, finding those hits from long range on the Stroke of Fate isn't easy. It's kind of taking it for granted, but that is probably what killed a couple of those heroes.
Well, is this a potential smoke here? Yes, it is indeed.
Under a vision of the ward.
Yep. And now, do they have RP though? They do. Oh, jeez, man. It's so tempting to just sit there. They're probably worried that there could be a ward because they don't have sentries down. So they don't want to try and like prep there, and you don't have time to de-ward. So that's a very cautious but good decision from EG, even though in this case maybe it could have gone well for them. The side of EG trying to take a more unique angle. They're trying to play around a ward they've already laid down earlier. And they're going to try and bait out Ramses here with a counter smoke.
And you can see that they, very anxious to go. The Quap even behind that smoke there as well. Does have her BKB completed. This is a huge power spike right now for EG if they can make this fight happen. But you can see that Vici feeling the potential threat.
Oh, Arteezy. All right, he's gonna wait.
Does not look like they have a chance to punish that.
Stolen in power.
Yeah.
That is one of the better parts about Rubik. I mean, obviously we always talk about how you can't RP until you see the Rubik and these team fights, but stealing in power is just so good.
Definitely.
When you're Rubik, it's almost always going to be free versus the Magnus. There's not a whole lot he can do.
Does Kato forces out that sentry placement as EG just keep on sitting around these Ancients. I think they've been stacked or killed each and every time. Throwing the Inkswell there onto Abed in case they want to go for the jump. But with these BKBs, it makes the teamfight initiation from Vici kind of tough. And again, maybe feeling like they've missed out on a nice timing window.
Yeah, they probably wish that they had just like not dove so deep, maybe cleaned up the tier 1 top, and then started thinking about warding the triangle to secure Roche for themselves, because they were in a very advantageous spot. Now a wraparound here from EG.
Oh, this is big. They got him there. Silence trying to chase. Can they get it? They already have the Will of the Wisp down, though.
That was nice. That was a really good defensive Will-O-Wisp. It's not like, it sucks because now you don't have the next team fight, but those two were probably dead if you don't Will-O-Wisp right there.
It is natural nighttime, still hanging on to that Night Stalker ulti. And of course, if you get those kills, that's just immediate into the Roche pit.
Yeah, exactly. So have to play it defensively. At least you only waste one of your ultimates. The Night Stalker's still pressuring down bottom with his Aghanim Scepter, so he shoves the waves very quickly as he farms in towards that BKB, and this wave's going to give it to him here, more than likely. And there it is, in combination with the bounty runes. So now a Blink BKB Night Stalker. And this is where the Grimstroke and the Lich get very sad. Fly has his Force Staff, so either he can save himself or potentially save his Grimstroke, but expect these spells to just get thrown out the second a fight starts.
You can see Vici feeling very confident as Arteezy showed bottom that they don't need to be worried about anything. Abed also up in the top side here. Pushed out the wave, and now Vici can invade the jungle.
There was a EG scan on the Roche pit that did turn red, so they could be thinking that they're in the pit right now. That's why they're starting to kind of slowly nudge their way there, but now they're going to see the Night Stalker clear off a wave, so now the concerns no longer there. I guess they saw the Razor pushing top too anyway.
Try to get the D wards. They are going to hit on one of these, but there's another ward over on the Ancients.
Yeah, that very sneaky in behind one. This is like whenever you are against a team who stacks Ancients, you want to put this ward in here.
And it's just outside of range. That Sentry ward plays down.
I'd be surprised if, yeah, Fly should definitely get that. That's like super common. You always got to be ready for that ward if you're ever playing around Ancients. Oh, well, nicely done then by the Dire. That's going to last.
At least for now. BKB out now for the Razor. 3,000 gold lead for Vici. They're sitting underneath their ward. Get the vision now of the Night Stalker all alone. Jumps in into the middle of all of them. The silence is out. Force trying to stay alive, but it's not going to happen. Abed, Chase, they get the ulti out from the Grimstroke. Not looking like it's quite enough. Sonic Wave, it's not there. They just need to get the hell out of Dodge.
Yep. The link instantly onto RTZ. Perfectly done by Ori. The fight just can't happen. Still like 230 damage or something.
Ben, he gets caught. Oh no, they got him caught. Needs to get the heck out of there, but it's not going to happen. They lose the Queen of Pain as well. 5,000 gold lead as Vici strike back in a big way, and now thinking about going to the pit.
Yeah, never underestimate the power of vision. As the flying Night Stalker comes in, reveals exactly where they all are, and then prioritization occurs from Vici Gaming. They all know their targets. They prep for how they're going to take these fights. And Ori just says, oh, the Juggernaut. What an easy engagement for my team.
And that's the thing, right? Like, they had the vision of the Night Stalker themselves, but there's nothing they could do to stop that blink. Like, he just jumped on him. And then there's no chance for a counterplay.
So Roche falls very quickly here to them. So the Aegis will be claimed by Vici Gaming and handed over to Ori. So he still holds his 10-second BKB. Didn't even have to pop it there.
That's pretty bold.
So nice steady hands there from the Razor.
Got the Solar Crest. I guess that's the thing with the Eul Scepter. As long as he doesn't get like stun locked, he doesn't really need to pop it because he can wait for the Eul Scepter to save him from the Omni. So Vici gonna try and clean up these outer towers. Got Sanjin Yasha, as well as the Diffusal Blade for the Jug, and going back for the Blink Dagger afterwards.
And this is where you start to worry a bit here. Like, Mag is not a hero that starts fights. You know, he doesn't, especially against a Rubik, but in general, like, Mag is not an initiator. He likes to be a follow-up initiator or a counter initiator. Like, the days of the Magnus just blinking and finding 3-man RPs are largely gone in Dota 2. I feel like people are so wise to that at this point that he's always hoping for someone else to blink in first. And when you're forced versus this Razor, you get in this match with the Queen of Pain that, like, her blinking in isn't really initiation.
Oh, and yeah, Ramses, he's going to get caught and killed here, it looks like. Skewering over to where the Quap is, and he pulls... Oh, God. That wasn't great.
No, now the Will-O-Wisp actually gets dropped onto Ahmed. Tries to bounce him back into it for his second one. That would have been pretty legendary.
And Night Stalker chasing. They've still got the BKB here if she needs it. And Ramses might have just gotten his buddy killed. Abed likely to die here, but manages to find a kill nonetheless. And that was not perfect.
Yeah, I'm real mad. If that's a pub, like, that might honestly be an abandon if you're the queen. Or maybe the Magnus if you're just feeling guilty.
Yeah.
I could easily see that. That was pretty bad.
Whoops.
Yeah.
You know, this guy's still getting used to switching over from the other lane, but...
Yeah. I'm usually happy to sacrifice my allies. Sorry, I forgot I'm not the most important anymore.
Jug just needs to get out of there here. And Vici is kind of taking a pretty firm lead. 8,000 gold. A smoke up. No Quap available. Hoping to find a pickoff here onto the Night Stalker. But just like that, it might have been them getting caught by that ward over by the Ancients. But nonetheless, I don't know if Radiant are going to find him here.
Yeah,
Smoke
we get
does break.
The old Jug initiation gameplay now.
And they realize they know exactly where he is. They saw that the smoke broke over there.
Exactly.
No, they don't know exactly where he is. Oh, that feels bad.
Ramsey's never used his Force Staff either. Just trying to, like, make a line through the trees or something.
He's still getting used to the position. So Vici Gaming looking to try and take a firm hold of this game. And controlling enemy jungle. You've still got that Aegis for about a minute and a half. And Ori, not feeling scared at all, is just going to take down this tier 2 tower.
Just wait till Paparazzi blinks on someone next fight. BKB, nullifier. Oh, there's a jug. He will escape, but who will refine my grasp?
I mean, it's the small win there.
Yeah, he's trying to find the mag, but everyone has gotten out. Maybe thinking he was up there near the jug.
They could go for a smoke play now, maybe. I feel like they need to get something done on EG. But as you said, there just really isn't that initiator, really. It's all about trying to farm.
It's like Blink Omni. That's their initiation.
Yeah.
And Ramses can't even keep up. Like, these guys are just blinking ahead, and he's just lumbering his way there with a force staff.
Moving towards that BKB. They've got the vision up on the high ground, too. Nighttime in 2.5 minutes. And in the meantime, Vici just staying back. Nightstalker even takes the tome, even though he's already level 20.
Yeah, again, this comes back to the very patient play here from Vici Gaming, always ensuring that they have some sort of an advantage going into team fights. Even though they have a net worth lead, they don't want to force some fight when they don't have the ultimate from the Nightstalker and while it's daytime. There's just no point. They know that EG's not going to gain anything that really changes the complexion of this.
Right. It might have been a level 3 for Coddle instead, actually. But the TP away. No fuss, no muss. Just get yourselves out of there. Juggernaut's still the most farmed hero in the game. If you find that big RP, could be solid. I guess the other thing that they could be waiting for eventually, or rather a thing that they could get that would turn the game around, would be the level 25 talent for Quap. But she did just hit level 20.
Yeah, we're a bit of ways away from that one. But yeah, depending on how much it gets dragged out. It's not an elimination game, but we are upper brackets, so perhaps people will be feeling a little bit more bold than those typical, like, let the game drag on forever. Game 3 lower bracket, but still very patient overall here, it would seem, from our two teams.
I mean, after last game, anything is possible.
Yes, VG looking to win a third game in our series, I believe. God, I have to. Yeah, oh, anyway.
You gonna be okay?
No, I just seriously, I thought when Owen said that the person who was to break it to ROTK was like the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life on a Dota panel. I can just see that exact situation. that probably happened. I always see the coaches like smiling, they jump up, they clap, pump their fists, they're on their way to the room, and then you just open that door like, what the?
Yeah. It's painful seeing it. And that's the thing, too, is you get, like, so hyped up as a coach, and then your team just, falls apart.
I mean, just let you down.
It happens. RTK is used to it.
He's a really scary coach because you never know when he just wants to play again.
It's true.
I feel like it could just happen any day. A Chinese retirement.
That's why they killed
Spooky
Yang.
stuff, exactly.
Uh-oh. This man is dead. That's the nullifier. God. I will say that it feels like Vici are maybe being a bit cavalier with their ulti usages, right? Like, I don't know, using that to maybe break high ground, or I guess around the next Roche fight, it should be up around that time. Depends on how quick the Roche respawn is.
When you do use that ulti and get that kill, though, it pretty much gives you this like entire part of the map. Like, it forced all of EG back into the base, and they already had a couple heroes up here securing here, so the chase down now into Abed as he's forced to blink up into the tree line. They could use some Tinker wards at this point, frankly. Like, I think Abed's been playing up here a lot this game.
And if they can keep cutting the creep wave, there's nothing nearby this tier 3, so Abed ready to keep this game extended as long as possible. Jug, Arteezy going for that nullifier next after the blink dagger, so he can try to eliminate just one hero. I mean, this is the point in the game where Razor starts to feel like a little bit less strong, I would say, too. Like, he can still kind of just, like, walk up to towers and not have to worry that much.
Yeah, and it looks like he's getting a satanic now too. Wow, nearly done actually for Ori. So still gonna be very tanky, but not gonna like grant him any higher mobility or anything like that. So he's been successful so far on just linking to the jug. But we haven't really had a true team fight since the Blink Dagger was introduced from Arteezy. So we'll see if Ori can still keep up with him in these. And again, Abed never left top. He's just nuking the wave. He's throwing the daggers and getting the scream. Continuing to be a real nuisance up here.
Immediately jumps away from Ori there. So Nullifier done, BKB done. Arteezy needs to get out of there. Oh, the Nullifier comes out. They got him caught. Muted for a little bit longer and looking for the spin finish. They get it. Damn.
Yeah, lost split pushing, but eventually getting caught here. Maybe thinking that he'd be able to get the BKB out first, but clearly incorrect. He has his own Nullifier now, as you said. It is done. Another 1,200 gold. He's 500 away from buyback, and there's no bounties anytime soon here. So Roche is respawning in 30 seconds. What's their wave clear like? Pretty good with the Queen, the Grim, the Mag even. So they might be able to hold Rax.
I mean, they probably know because they saw that Nullifier that he doesn't have buyback.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the Frost Shield to wear off here, it looks like. Ramses, they jump in, they
nice
find
job.
a vision there, trying to get the Force Staff away to see if they can save him, but no.
Now they
lose
know.
the Lich, buy back. Possibly a chance there. RP pushes him in, no, the BKB, and it doesn't work, and they stole RP away. Sonic Wave can't kill off PYW. They RP the swap in turn, and guess what? There is no salvation. Maybe a Chain Frost can do something as the two of them bounce around, but it's not happening.
And now Abed also not instantly buying back, perhaps hoping that they can force them into a compromising dive by saving this buyback. She also has no Sonic Wave, though.
Oh, Force Staff saving that mag yet again. They need to get the Empower on the Jug. That is probably their main form of solace, is just a jump from him. They can get the full combo out. Smoke up. Power there, thinking about the jump. Omni Slash, Inkswell out as well. Omni Slash out with the mute. Tons of damage out, but it's not looking like it's quite enough. No, they get the Glimmer Cave, and now Abed tries to make something happen. Feared, push back in as they try to take down Ori. They will find that kill. Yuris, does he also get brought down? Abed goes for that blink. Can they get that kill? A couple more punches with the Nullifier, and yet again, Vici, they've gone a bit too far. Yang also gonna get caught now. EG go one after one. They can't quite break the TV though. The fear comes at the last second from Fly, and just like that, EG trying to make him die. Man's muted and killed. No buyback for any of them, and Roche is up.
These guys just can't just take the Roche. They take the first Roche, and then they're just like, eh. Did that Roche even do anything last time? And now it's going to be Aegis and Cheese here for EG, and like the Jug not having buyback from a big purchase, our Night Stalker has the same issue. So it is still a pretty heavy lead, of course, for the side of VG at 12K, but they gained a lot in the second half of that fight. 11,000 XP. Whoa, almost 2,300 gold going the way to VG. Now, man, if Ramses can get a blink, like...
There's a chance.
Yeah. Now, one good news is that they did not kill PYW.
Right.
So he got out of there with the RP, and all of this split pushing from the Jug and the Queen of Pain has been relatively doable, like kind of safe, but with RP being there, it's very scary. That can just be an instant kill, right? It's really easy setup now for the Night Stalkers. So he was level 18 when he stole it, so he still has quite a bit of time left. Half duration left on the spell, so still 2.5 minutes to work with.
Of course, it does feel a little bit scary trying to take that fight into RP, or rather into the Aegis, as well as the Cheese. But, I mean, do you feel like it's...
I would just run at the Juggernaut with RP and try and kill his Aegis.
Okay.
That would be my play right now.
All right.
And he's out of there, though.
The big thing that I'm wondering about here is it feels like if this game continues to go on, EG become more terrifying. And I'm not really sure where I rate the Vici lineup in the late game. Like, obviously, Rubik's really cool, but Omni Knight kind of is like this answer to the aggression that comes from EG. He doesn't really provide that much offensive capabilities. Like, is Night Stalker going to become a strong enough carry?
No, they got problems.
Okay.
They got major issues heading later. Like, they had a pretty large window with their strength, and, you know, they still have a pretty good fight happening likely on the next one, but it comes down to like Ori getting that big link, right?
Right.
Trying to negate all that damage from Arteezy, because you saw it happen. They got the Soul Bind, they got the Omni Slash out with the help of the Empower, and a full strength of Arteezy is terrifying.
The nullifiers
It's close to level 25 too.
have been one of those great big equalizers. You can see that huge swing back the other direction. And, you know, you start to think about the mentality of these teams too, in the context of game number 2 and what happened to Vici, where they were so far ahead and it felt like the game was completely out of Vigi's hands, and then it was sort of thrown back to them. And now maybe feeling similar stuff. Are they going to be able to persevere?
Well,
Wait and see.
Gonna ping the Razor bottom and say, all right, he's pushing out that wave, so like where would his teammates be? If Razor's here, is his team likely here? Probably not, right? They're probably all in this area playing with him.
You're just a magician of that mini-map, man.
I need it. That's the only way I can explain.
All right, got their eyes on Ramses, nullified, and likely dead, although they do have team coming over, seeing if they can help him out. Force Staff, fine for the moment. The Soulbind there onto 2. Omni Slash, they got him caught with the Hex as well, but the GA is already out. And now the Chain Frost, it doesn't bounce to anybody. All right, EG need to get the heck out of there. All the damage is being stolen. Abed also going to blink away. BKB wearing out soon. Yura should have another silence in a second, but they don't want to go for it as of yet.
Jeez, that looked like an Aghanim's Guardians. They did like double check there. Yang was perfectly centered in the middle there. That nice 1200 AoE, catching them all and ensuring the safety of Paparazzi.
We're 42 minutes in, only a 6,000 gold lead. A lot of cooldown spent.
I mean, that's kind of the fun thing about Jug versus Omni too, right? Is that like they're perfectly in sync. So
Right.
when Omni's back, and the Guardian Angel's gonna be back there too. So now you both kind of understand limitations coming to the next team fight.
Tier 2 tower, not going to get taken down yet.
PYW not finding a moment for that RP, so not pushing it too hard. Once again, it's kind of like classic VG at this point. It feels like where they're trying to have that reserved pace, but maybe those like perfect moments where it felt like, at least from our perspective, they had a good option for something. They don't quite seize it.
Yeah.
Erring on the more cautious side, except for that one time where they shoved high ground without Aegis and lost the game.
Yeah, that was
But,
a tough one.
that's old news, and then they kind of just did it again, maybe.
You
But
know,
other than those 2 times,
history is cyclical.
they've been very reserved.
See that BKB ready with Ramses on top of a Blink Dagger.
He's doing a 360 on that side of the river. I got nervous. The 360 RP was coming out for a second.
He's
Yo,
ready
this
for it.
guy's nuts.
Okay.
I mean, their catch is pretty bad if they don't have the Rubik or the Night Stalker right there. So
Yeah, and I guess
at least
Night
there's that. The other 3 heroes don't really have good stuns.
Gem on Rubik. Well, that's been a force to be reckoned with. This has the Fade Bolt cooldown instead of the Telekinesis land distance, so more ways to mitigate the damage from EG. So let's get the extra.
These guys are real gem gamers,
Yeah.
putting a lot of emphasis on the vision.
17 to 24. Butterfly done now. And you take a look at other things online here. The Omni Knight, that Lotus RB had it for a little while. Tried to find the Omni Slash turnaround on that Night Stalker earlier, but couldn't quite get it. It's definitely something you have to watch for on EG. And they actually get another Lotus of their own. Lich able to save up enough gold for that. Guy got a retirement account.
Yeah,
Jesus.
surprising amount of gold for a Lich player here. Fly 6, 6, and 4, so maybe getting a couple good kills.
He's also about to get that level 3 ulti. Ups the damage. Not as big as the level 1 to level 2 increase, but still pretty nice.
Good ward there in the center of the mid lane, spotting some of this movement here from EG. I think Vici know they're up on that high ground. Don't really want to go in quite yet, it seems.
Yeah, they're all showing. This is looking like grouping for a smoke.
So,
they have an idea.
how do you guys like next Roche? What do you think about that one? That sounds exciting.
Hey. That should be around daytime, too. So a little bit of a win there for EG, just on the day-night cycle. Although we've sometimes seen teams just stand across. Oh, lift.
Man, he loves that R button. He just slaps that thing.
But they didn't commit.
No cares.
Apparently.
Press R. He's got the cooldown. Now he's allowed to. It's fine.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, 25. So we'll be back up shortly. Ooh. Thinking about the jump. Not going for it, though. In the meantime.
Someone was holding them back right there. Someone yelled.
No.
Yeah, he hit the silence. He was ready to blink. No! Stop! Not again!
Don't do it.
Some poor helpless support player just
You have
along
so
for the
much to
ride.
live for.
You know it was Coddle. It was DY.
I don't know. DY doesn't strike me as like a very outspoken person. Seems like more of the, okay, if you want to go ahead. I'll try and help. RP, potential. YW gets the lift. I'm not going to go for it. So yet again, playing it safe. Neither team wants to have to go down through that lower bracket.
Jug's getting beastly.
Dude, he is a
He's
monster.
got MKB now, too.
600
Night Stalker's
health.
still ahead in net worth, but not quite the same damage output. A little bit more of a controlling element here from Paparazzi.
He doesn't have buyback again, which is a little bit scary. And they go right onto the Lich at the start. Force Staff trying to keep their captain alive. Fly trying to escape, seeing if he can get out of there.
Oh my god.
Love the Wisp. It's a little bit deadly. The RP use. Omni Slash. No! It bounces back and around. Abed is tanking it as they blow one up, trying to find another. The Mute comes out. No damage was dealt with the Omni Slash. Absolutely nothing. Arteezy going to try and TP away. That fight was about as bad as it could have gone, and it's still going even worse. Ramses silenced yet again, killed off. Dude, that Lotus Orb, and you can see Night Stalker happy as a clam.
Yeah,
Dude, he's doing the stanky. Like, I don't know what he's doing over there.
There's some slight graphical issues happening. He's just so enthused about that
He's
victory.
literally stunned
Oh, he's just stuck
with how
at it.
well that went.
All right, this is great.
Oh, Paparazzi. He's making it happen. There's a buyback there available for the
Jeez,
Grimstroke.
Someone kill him. Put him out of his misery.
This is going to be like this for the rest of the game. Spin gets
Until
off
he dies.
by Arteezy. Grimstroke.
This is the entire production team's face. Let it in.
They're not going to go any further and back out. But whole set of racks. Paparazzi. Look at that man. His wings are still going. I don't understand it.
You know, it's just stuff happens. It's a Dota. It's a beta. All right. It's fine. Well, he's ready to go back in though. Do not let his demeanor fool you.
Force Staff, try to get away, gets the spin off. That's going to keep him alive. Able to get the blink out also. No damage was dealt there. Silence comes out yet again. BKB is there. Does he have enough damage though? They already have the Lotus Orb out, and Lich in some more trouble. Yet again, dead. No buyback. The lift up onto the Queen of Pain. She's in some trouble. Wants to get away. And Pink was on cooldown. They lose Quap. Gonna buy back now. Ramses, BKB. Stolen in power too, because why not? And Vici have blown this game wide open with that fight around the shrine.
Yeah, suddenly it's a 24K lead just from Paparazzi running in there and forcing something in a very well-timed Lotus Orb from his allies.
Chase, another round of it. Arteezy not going to be able to do it. The fear comes out. They try and turn now into the Will of the Wisp, but the pushback, the blinding light, Sonic Wave, it's not feeling like it's enough damage, not enough control, too little, too late.
Objective Gaming.
They get the blink away. They need mana from Arteezy to get that Omni Slash off. They also need an RP, and they're going to get neither. Mega Creeps going the way of Vici.
All right, this is going to be one messed up graph. Because that was a complete explosion of net worth, as well as the win probability, all the way up to 99%. According to Dota Plus here. I
takes this one
can't really
fight?
disagree.
Smoked up.
They need
Who do
this
they see?
humongous Omni.
Ramses gets the blink away. Ori thinking about chasing. He got Force Staffed in there. Blink on cooldown still for the moment. Looking for that follow-up. Trying to get anything off at all, but the Omni Slash again turned around against them. It is not doing the damage that they needed in the least bit. RP, which was stolen, thrown back the other direction. Put a fork in them. They are looking done as Vici are going to move on in the upper bracket finals to face TNC.
GG, VG, looking like the stronger team throughout this series, without a doubt. Played some exceptional Dota, and in some moments when they were ahead, sure, there were some issues of going just the slightest bit too far. Overall, they played such a good game, like so well paced, and they knew their strengths and when to execute. Made a couple mistakes, and EG, to their credit, capitalized immensely on those rather small mistakes at the time. Even just like a single X on their gyrocopter on the high ground, perhaps leading to that like disastrous team fight.
Yes.
But in this game, they kind of lost their way a little bit, and adversity was something that we wondered how VG would deal with, because they haven't had to face that a lot lately. And I think at this point in this game, it was looking a little scary, like, okay, are we going to close this out with our Night Stalker Razor? Or what's going to happen here?
I mean, to me, the big thing is it's like, we were talking about this before, the cyclical nature of the meta, and apparently Night Stalker Coddle is good again.
Ah.
That's the takeaway.
Yeah, DY played fantastic all 3 games, as well as Yang. I mean, Yang just hit like 2 humongous Lotus Orbs. I mean, he's doing everything right now. I think we need to mention how ridiculous that was. So, congrats to Vici Gaming. We have ourselves an extremely exciting upper bracket.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's head back to the panel one last time for today before the break day. See what they thought about that game number 3.
My goodness, what an exciting end of the day. Vici Gaming, they do it. It was nerve-wracking. Could they throw it again? They didn't. OD Pixel, Cap. How are you guys feeling about that? Night Stalker Razor did end up doing it. 6 slotted, Satanics, Nullifiers, they got everything. What a game.
Let me say, Grant, I think Night Stalker is a busted hero when he casts Omnislash.
Yeah, seemed pretty good.
Just looks broken. I mean, you've got your ultimate that's giving you extra damage. Then you get this level 20 talent. That's another 40 damage on top of that. And then you cast Omnislash in 2 fights in a row, and you just dumpster everyone.
Yeah, because you don't take any damage while you're doing damage.
Yeah.
And I gotta say as well, not only Night Stalker's Omnislash, but Rubik's RP. I mean, both of these here, I didn't know they both had these abilities built into them, but
they owned with them.
Vici Gaming's version of the heroes did, and it looked fantastic.
No, it's
Rubik.Vici Gaming.
It's true, but man, this Night Stalker, even in the late game, I know we were talking about, like, can they outcarry this Juggernaut? It feels like Night Stalker definitely can. That hero, especially once you get the level 25 talent.
I mean, honestly, like, I agree with Cap. Like, the hero is obviously very strong, but, like, that performance from Eurus. I mean, you look at the KDA, he was in 32 of the 33 kills that the team got. Like, he did that much. Yeah. And this wasn't some, like, this was a first pick Night Stalker.
Overall, yeah.
First pick Night Stalker in the draft, and EG, they had nothing, apparently, to stop it. He got to play the exact game that he wanted to, Eurus, and he did it perfectly. He literally didn't miss a beat. He was only not involved in 1 of the 33 kills. This is why I think against Vici Gaming, you probably do have to ban out Night Stalker every time in the first 3. Because Eurus does that when he plays it as a carry. Even if you had drafted in a way that it made them go, we can't really do safe lane Night Stalker, they still play it great mid and off lane. I think they're the scariest team of Night Stalker.
To be fair, this is a Night Stalker that, again, was casting Omnislash and was double casting Void and his AoE Silence. Like, what is it, like 10, 12 seconds of AoE Silence? That's kind of broken. You know, maybe this Coddle hero should maybe be looked at a little bit more seriously by some of these teams. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it was third picked, right? They went through 5 bans without banning it because the Coddle was in the second phase.
Yeah.
So.
And think how many combos we've seen with it. Like the double Berserker's Call. That's a broken concept. Double AoE Silence from Night Stalker. That's a broken concept.
That sounds like a lot of
what
stuff
is this
broken in
combo
Dota.
up with?
You
Maybe it's Coddle. Maybe it's the Coddle hero. I don't know.
And I think this is the thing as well, like Kat was saying backstage, that you open, as EG with Jug Mag, Night Stalker, he's going to farm the same as a Jug backed up by a Mag once he has the Aghanims.
Yeah.
Like, it's
the magic
the
damage and
magical
power.
He farms at the same speed, if not better. You've done with 1 pick what EG's trying to do with 2. And at that point,
Owen
the
takes my backstage shit posting and brings it onto the panel.
I think you were bang on with it.
I mean, it's kind of true. I mean,
the Aghanims
the
is
Night
that
Stalker
powerful.
does farm pretty quick.
Yeah.
Who are you guys picking as the MVP of the entire series, not just this game? I want to know what were your thoughts on this? We heard
I
they
would
love
have to
DY.
think like 4 hours back to the
I
start
was
of
gonna
this
say,
series.
I would pick whoever made the call to buy back in game 2 for giving us the game 3. You know, whoever made the throw call in game 2 on Vici Gaming, that's my MVP.
Was it Ori playing Gyrocopter in the second game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Was
Yeah, it
so
was.
not Ori.
No, Ori played it in game 1.
In game 1, not game 2. Yeah.
Eurus
Okay.
played it
Pardon
in
me.
game 2.
Okay, so it wouldn't be Eurus then.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He's
wouldn't
not
be.
my MVP because you know that was part of the reason they threw was
Yeah.
him just walking through the base again when Roshan spawning. So probably not him.
But this game,
Ori
he
had
was an MVP.
I mean like he obviously had a great game 3 performance and game 1 performance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ori's been playing really solid. Ori again last year most improved player by far for me from the 2017 or you know that TI 7 to TI 8 period. Like he's so good.
Boss. Yeah.
He's just gotten so much better, and I think he just continues to be a tier 1 mid, and we see it in this series.
Yeah, we do. And, I mean, now we know what our upper bracket finals matchup's going to be.
Woo!
It's TNC and it's Vici Gaming.
Yeah.
Initial thoughts, is there a favorite to you guys? Or is it pretty damn even? I favor Vici.
I think I would have to favor. No, I mean, I said TNC to
Whoa,
win
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa, Owen! I'm
Oh.
getting word.
Oh.
We got an interview,
Let's
baby.
go.
早有计划的。Sorry， 我先翻译一下。So welcome Iris from VG. We want to ask them about X. So the second game, you already picked X as the first pick, and then you pick Veno, the last pick. Is that you prepare the draft, or you just think, oh, that's a good game for Veno?
提前想好了吧？就打之前我们知道他们应该会选虚空，然后就想好用剧毒打他们虚空。
So we already prepared the draft because we thought they're probably gonna pick Void, and we think Veno is a good hero counter Void. 所以我们想问一下，东风神接下来要去这个要对阵的是称作中国队杀手的 TNC。那你们之前也在其他比赛里面见过了吗？你怎么看待 TNC 这支队伍 ？So we wanna ask them about TNC. The next round they're gonna play against TNC, and they already play against them in another tournament. What do you think about TNC now?
TNC 很厉害吧？然后训练赛把我们打不过他们。
So we think TNC is pretty strong. We lost a lot of games during Scream. 那我们还是想问一个老生常谈的问题，就是你们觉得打 TNC 的胜算会有多少呢？So how much percent do you think you're gonna win?
5-5开吧。
Alright, 5-5，非常经典的一个答案。那我们也希望 VG 能够在后面比赛当中能有更好的发挥。好，谢谢。
好，是。
And yeah, we hear it sounds like, you know, we're not going to get any crazy answers out of Uriz there, you know, asked about the TNC. It's 50-50 to him, but I mean, a fantastic series by him. I mean, that last game, what, 23-17, I believe, on the Night Stalker, just played absolutely brilliant.
23-12.
Ooh, is that true?
There was 33 kills. If we got 23-17 when they only got 33 kills, that would have been
I mean,
amazing.
I thought he played pretty amazing.
No,
Owen,
hey,
you're
I mean, he did.
downplaying him. EG fanboy on the end there, downplaying Vici per normal. But no, guys, that means we do. I believe we have a bracket we can look at because we want to see what's going to happen after the day break. If you guys didn't know tomorrow, we're off, but there it is. TNC, Vici, top 3 already. That type. Liquid versus Alliance. People are ready for it. And then down a little lower, Beast Coast, they're making a run through that lower bracket, but IG, the minor winner, I like it. I like the teams we got right now. You've got a good mix of teams here.
I think this is definitely a pretty exciting lower bracket. I'd be interested to see if there's going to be any sort of upsets, if like Beast Coast is going to be able to make it through IG, and then in turn they could probably take on J-Storm, which would be, you know, really exciting to see them once again make top 4. Team Liquid versus Alliance. Obviously, there's a lot of people excited about that one. And again, TNC versus Vici Gaming. I think that's going to be such a fun upper bracket. I was thinking about it, and I think maybe TNC may have the advantage to that series. I think just because of strategy. Vici Gaming, I do like the discipline they brought out in this game 3 of just saying, like, hey, we're just kind of going to run back the same kind of style, and we're going to have that control, and we're still going to stick with that. I think it's, like, really fun to watch in a way because it feels like they're always on a knife's edge, you know, because they're willing to push these games into late, but they're saying, like, nah, we'll just keep playing better than you in these team fights.
Yeah, no, it's true. And Owen, we are going to see the schedule for Thursday here. Wednesday, if you didn't know, tomorrow, today, I don't know what the hell time it is, but it's a day off. On Thursday, though, we got Good Morning Purge, and then right into it. Team Liquid versus Alliance. That's an elimination match. And then IG versus Beast Coast. And then EG versus the winner of Team Liquid and Alliance. It's a pretty stacked day, my friends.
I think, you know, that day I advise you watching every single one of those series. As they're all going to be bangers. You know, Liquid Alliance for the obvious storyline.
3 eliminations,
I
too.
think Beast Coast IG series, because I honestly think the Beast Coast will have the edge there, but who knows? I think a lot of people would probably favor IG, but I've been constantly impressed with Beast Coast on LAN. And then, end of the day, another EG series. So, you know, it's always a plus, right, for the EG fans whenever the team goes down to the lower bracket. More games to watch, more opportunities to follow along on Twitch chat, write positive messages to all your favorite EG players. It's just a lovely experience for everyone.
You know, speaking of EG fans and NA fans in general, I just want to give a quick shout out to all the NA fans who stuck through. It's now 7 a.m. If you're an NA fan, you stayed up all night to be able to watch 3 North American teams lose back-to-back. God bless you. Just God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day.
God bless them all. That's true. But that does bring us to the end of today. It was a great day, but unfortunately, all good things come to an end. We will see you in 2 days, so make sure to be there or else.